Hi people, and hello my Chili Con Carnage crew, it's Chili here, the man who produces Iron From My Eyes, doing a 5-minute review on Nile's newest album, The Underworld Awaits Us All. I have never heard of the band Nile. I am extremely unfamiliar with what music they offer, except for the brief read that I had regarding the band and their bio page. So considering that it was a very slow week for music, I had to review something, and the band's name seemed quite interesting. For those who are unfamiliar, Nile has been around for over 30 years releasing music in the technical death metal genre, and yet I was still surprised by the sonical assault on my eardrums from the get-go. And first track Steel of Vultures with its brutal onslaught of breakneck pacing and guttural vocals to accompany it. Maybe doing this review was some kind of mistake, but I'm in too deep now, so I may as well talk about this record. I don't think I was quite ready for it at all. In fact, I definitely wasn't. I thought Nile might be some thrash band from another similar named band, or of course the Mandela Effect. Instead, I have the opportunity to listen to a record that is relentless with its style and approach to the genre, and this is made apparent with the first few songs on offer. You can certainly tell I wasn't ready, especially when you have this next title of a track. Chapter for not being hung upside down on a stake in the underworld and made to eat feces by the 4 apes. This is the longest title I've ever read since I covered Wizard Throne, and while being a mouthful of a song title, it certainly is another mouthful when you're going through the entire track itself. Over the past few years, I have warmed up to the genre that is death metal, and started listening to many bands and the field of course, ranging from death to obituary, and their last album which caused a bit of awakening of kinds to this field. But to say that I was fully embracing this style of music would be an overstatement. And then we reach the subgenre that is technical death metal, with its blast beats and extreme styles that is paired with a mastery of each musician's field, while pursuing the limits of any normal human being and what they are capable of achieving at an Olympic level of athleticism. And of course that serves as a piece of wonder, and yet it feels repugnant with its delivery in the same breath. I'm talking about the main issue with this field, and it is of course that sonical assault. The main reason that I don't listen to this style of music often, I am referring to the pig squeals or vocal mimicry of a wounded bear. I wholeheartedly oppose pig squeals when it comes to music, because if I wanted to hear that kind of high-pitched bullshit, I would walk around a construction site. Lucky for me, Nile does not cover pig squeals in their style of music. Instead, they rely on the latter version of guttural vocals, which I always found very frustrating to wrap my head around due to the fact that you nearly need a translator app running at the same time just to understand what they are saying. Take for example another group who have mastered the genre with death, and they knew what to do when they were creating songs. Hell, they did clean vocals in their songs, and of course that was for melody, and that is what's missing in this circumstances. The lack of clean vocals and the complete disregard for the listener's eardrums lead to an album of this magnitude, and I'm guessing that sounds appeasing to fans of the genre, I suppose. I will add this though, and that is that I prefer what Nile are doing with their music on this record as opposed to what many other bands do when they focus on their arena core style of music with dumb breakdowns. At least these guys are talented and offer musicianship on their record rather than relying on a cheap China cymbal count-in with down-tuned heavy riffs. There is something still so crisp about this affair, and it's why I feel it is endearing in a new age of music, even if I may not find it wholeheartedly engrossing. This may not be my style of music, but even I can acknowledge its potential. If you are a fan of bands such as Cynic or Between the Buried and Me, then I would easily recommend that you check out this album, because this group might just be the hidden gem that you are looking for. Overall, I'm going to give this album a score of 6 million chilies on the spicy scale, with my favourite tracks being To Strike with Secret Fang and Overlords of the Black Earth. This album is a bit of a surprise, as it's a pretty decent record, even if it's definitely not my style that I would enjoy. However, I believe it certainly has a legion of unknown fans just waiting to stumble across this band. This album might even be the breakthrough that helps them into a newer field, but who knows what will happen in the future, I guess. If you've enjoyed this content, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to us, and stay notified for future music related content, because it keeps our manager happy at the end of the day. We are also on Discord, Instagram, Facebook, and all those other social platforms if you want to check us out. As always people, you have a great day and stay spicy.